There is one thing that a car guy favors more than anything when it comes to his car, and that is it has to be clean. Now, of course, there are different levels to clean, but the one we're going to focus on the most today is going to be not the exterior, which is typically always clean on my cars, but we're going to focus on the interiors because that has to be clean as well. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Thanks for pressing play. As you heard there in the beginning, we're going to be talking about a new review product, something to help you keep the interiors of your car just as clean as the exterior. Let's jump right into it. We're going to be talking about these guys here, the Fanttik stuff. So you guys know I've done product reviews on their products before, and I'm consistently impressed. Now, before we get too much into it though, you can see these guys are still in the wrapping. So we're going to do some unboxing and some demonstration and also some reviewing. So let's get to it. By now, I know you guys are asking, Justin, what is this thing? What is it? Well, there's two different handheld vacuum cleaners we're going to be reviewing today. We've reviewed a couple different products from Fanttik in the past. That was their battery jump starter, which worked phenomenally on my C5 Corvette. We also reviewed their tire inflator, which was a really small package that really helped kind of top off your tires, but can do a tire from flat all the way up to filled in like 5 to 6 minutes, which was fantastic for an electronic device that's about the size of a pop can. For now, let's talk about these handheld vacuums. And yes, I said vacuums, as in more than one. And here they are. So we got a really, really little one. This one is right on the top there, says go small, clean, bigger. And sure enough, this thing, again, very handheld-ish and can be stowed pretty much anywhere in a car. But if you want something with a little bit more suction power, we go for the bigger option here, and that is going to be the Ride Fast, Clean Faster option. And this is a really Dyson-esque design here that I've heard nothing but good things about. So, like I said, guys, we all want to have clean cars, but we can't just stop at the exterior. They got to be clean on the interior too. And these things are going to make it so it is super easy to keep it that way. Let's go ahead and unbox these things and see how they work. We're going to go ahead and start with the smaller of the two. What I'm going to go ahead and do, guys, is put a link in the description down below that will get you 20% off of either one of these two. So after we use them, check out the links down below if you want to grab one for yourself and save yourself 20% just for being a horsepower obsessed fan. But we are running limited on shelf space. So because my car is fully expelled, I'm going to go ahead and open this thing up on the ZR1 wing, or as I like to call it, the ZR1 bench. So let's go ahead and get this thing opened, take a look at what's inside. So the wing sits a little bit too high, but we got the cellophane off of the package. And what I've always appreciated about Fanttik is their Apple-esque kind of packaging here. So there's more to a product than just the product itself. The experience is always important too. And when we open this thing up, you can see we have a pretty cool experience awaiting for us. And we got our user instructions, how to plug it in, make sure it's all charged, how to clean up the filter afterwards. Got a little bit more of the instruction manual here, probably talking more about how to use this thing, but at the end of the day, it is a vacuum cleaner. I'm sure we can figure it out. But inside here are all your attachments. This is the main body of the vacuum right there. Outside of that, though, we also do get a hose and a couple different attachments to make this thing as functional as possible. So let's take a look at what we get here. This is what comes in the package. Obviously, we have a little bit of a travel case here, which is pretty cool. A lot of their products come with these felt, kind of almost Alcantara feeling fabric packages that you can store this thing in. And what's funny is that I actually have both of their products, the Jump Start that we talked about earlier and the tire inflator, inside of those packages, and they are both stored inside of my truck because they are a product that I can rely on. I already know that. I've tested them. They're fantastic products, and they're in the truck ready to go in case I ever would need something like that. But for the time being, let's focus on what we're doing here with the vacuum. Let's take a look at the accessories it comes with. Obviously, it is chargeable through USB-C, so it comes with a USB-C cord. It comes with an extension here that will obviously open up a lot further than that if you wanted to add that on there. Also, a little bit of a silicone tipped kind of seat cleaner. These silicone little nubs here will grab hair and dog fur and stuff off your seats as you're going over it. Then you also have this attachment, looks like to clean like keyboards and stuff like that. It looks as high quality as anything else that they make. This thing, if I had to guess, weighs about a little over a pound maybe. Oh, yep. Don't have to guess too much. It says right there on the box, 1.2 pounds. So pretty good, pretty handy to have in your car anytime you need to clean it up. But let's see how badly it sucks. Yes, pun intended. So with the Fanttik in hand, if you press the power button here, it turns it on to level 1. If you press this button here, it turns it on to level 2. And this thing here is kind of dusty. Let's see what it will do here. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Cool. We turn it off, and sure enough, you can see it picked up a lot of that stuff right off the surface there. I do have a shop vac sitting over there, of course, and that is what I use most of the time to clean out the cars, but most of the time my cars aren't dirty enough to ever need something that heavy duty. And I've been wanting to have something a little more handheld, a little more accessible for a while now, and there it is. So let's go ahead and clean up this thing a little bit more and talk about the attachments, and then we'll bust out the big boy and see if maybe I can jump into the truck. Maybe there's some dirt in there we can try to vacuum up. There's some rocks in the driveway maybe. We'll test it all out. In case you were wondering about how easily the attachments connect to this, well, they are about that easy. So once again, we're here at the dusty cover for my HPO booth, and we'll just go ahead and turn this thing on again. Just press the button right there once. And then again for the higher speed. There's something on my garage floor there too. But look at that. All right. I think it has proven itself. So the little one is pretty capable. Now, what I have seen on the instructions here actually kind of suggests that this thing will last a while if it is in the first stage. So it says right here, 30 minutes runtime if you turn it on and don't put it into that level 2 of more suction. In level 2, it's somewhere between 12 and 15 minutes from what I've read. So obviously I like my products supercharged, and that's exactly what this bigger version of that vacuum is going to do. Is it's going to give me a supercharged feeling and provide a little bit more suck. So that's ultimately a good thing with the vacuums here. We want to see how good, or yeah, I guess how good they suck, because most products you don't really want them to suck, but in this case we want these ones to suck. And again, the unboxing process here, guys, leads me to feel very Apple-esque. Really nice unboxing process. You got your user instructions again. Pick this up to reveal underneath some attachments. Pretty cool. Like the way it's boxed. There's our felt / Alcantara case, I guess, for the actual vacuum. This is the body of the vacuum. So as you can tell right off the bat, this one is a good bit bigger, but it's going to provide more runtime and a little bit more suck. And we've already established that's a good thing here. Here it is all unboxed. It comes with all the attachments you see here will be in the box if you purchase the same one that's in the description down below. We do have a couple different attachments here. Again, we have like the brush keyboard style thing, similar to the one we had on the small one. Obviously, this one's going to provide a little bit more suction, so it's got to be a little bit bigger. It's got to also have a bigger battery for longer runtime. We also have this attachment that will go on the end of the longer hose, which is over here. So just like the small one has that little hose, the bigger one comes with a bigger hose. So we can kind of get down into all the nooks and crannies of your car's interior. This will attach on this end here to give you that fine point to get whatever it is you need to get out of your interior. But let's go ahead and put this thing to the test. All right, so right off the bat, I'm noticing this one came shipped with pretty low power because it actually has a little screen on it. So if we turn it on, we got 15%. We can go up to max, and that thing will definitely provide some suction. You can see on here at least. Yeah, it was actually closer to 10, it looks like. So we're going to go ahead and charge this thing before really putting it through the ringer.
1 hour later.
All right, we're back, and I charged this thing for maybe 25 minutes. I didn't want to charge it too much longer than that because I'm kind of losing daylight, and it looks like it's up to about 45%. So I'm going to just kind of walk around and see what this thing will suck up, because I feel like the dust in my car and the possible dust in the truck's not going to be demonstrative enough. Let's see what it will do with the rocks here on my driveway. Okay, we're on eco. I'm going to put it on max. yeah, it certainly sucked those up. I'm going to go ahead and show this in my truck too, just to see if there's any dust in there that we can vacuum up, because this is really for automotive use. But before I do, I want to show you how easy it is to empty this particular canister. So right here, we just unhook that, and then you can just push this button in, and the whole bottom will come out. So we can then empty this thing outside. And of course, it is hinged on the other side right there. So once you push that button, it's going to just drop out and release everything. Pretty cool. Nice rubber gasket on there to keep the air pressure all inside. All of this stuff in here is removable to clean it, and the instructions show you how to do it. So super great design here. I'm pretty impressed. Like I said, guys, Fanttik's always knocking it out of the park with these little devices that you don't even really realize you need. This is in my Ram TRX. There's not a whole lot going on in here, but oh, look at that. It's got a light on it. I didn't even realize that. Look at how freaking cool that is. So we'll go to max, see if we can suck these little debris up. Yeah, it's getting all that stuff out of those nooks and crannies. All the little dustings. This is exactly what I want something like this for. Now, obviously, there are attachments that are better suited for this kind of stuff with the little brush and whatnot on it. But, yeah, this thing's working really well just as it is. Very, very handy to have something like this sitting around. Here's some dust right down in here. Yep. She's doing it. She's doing it. And it's got a freaking light on it. I love it. And what comes next, guys, the Fanttik Cam shows you dramatic shots of yourself vacuuming dirt and debris out of your ZR1 or your truck. I don't really know. I seriously don't know what comes next, guys, because these things are, they're wild. Fanttik really has some really cool products that are really, really functional. This is going to get a giant thumbs up for me, guys. So still relatively compact. You can easily throw it in your car or your truck. That one's even more compact. A little less power, a little less battery life on it. But at the end of the day, this thing is going to be a garage accessory for sure. And that one I'll probably throw in the back of the Corvette just because I take that to car shows a lot. So yeah, super functional, guys. Like I said, 20% off coupon down in the description below just for being a horsepower obsessed fan. But guys, these things are getting a big, big, big thumbs up from me. And yeah, I wanted to show you this. The little stuff that we picked up, yeah, in the truck, kind of like sandy material. You can actually see it. It's not blowing around in there. It's actually stuck to the clear plastic of the container. And lastly, I want to give you guys one more clear shot of the display here. So we have Eco, and then if you hit plus, it goes up to max, back to Eco. Really cool to have that battery percentage right there, and it lights up and shows you where you're at while you're charging as well. And since I didn't show the little one getting emptied, it's the same kind of thing. You can just pop this little lever back, push this, and it's on a swivel. Get all that grass that we vacuumed up out. All right, guys, so that's pretty much going to do it for today's product review. And as usual, Fanttik stuff here is getting a big thumbs up for me. This is working very well. And like I said, if your truck is just caked with mud or has gigantic rocks sitting in there, you're probably going to want to bust out the shop vac. But for the little stuff and the way that most of us car guys keep our cars on the interior, there's not a whole lot of cleaning up to do ever. But if there's a couple little rocks or some pet hair or something like that, these things are perfect for it. Bonus function of the smaller Fanttik vacuum cleaner here, guys. That tip fits in there in the front of my ZR1 to vacuum out the leaves and the disgusting cigarette butts that I find on the road. So yeah, this is definitely going in the ZR1. This little tip here is small enough that it will actually go in all the way through. And actually, it's even small enough to go through the grate. Yeah, this is definitely a functional tool, guys. Check this out for your Corvette. All right, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. So if you liked what you saw, please smash that thumbs up button. Let me know you're liking the content so we can keep doing these kind of reviews for you. As usual, guys, I am never going to recommend a product on my channel that I don't personally use or I wouldn't personally vouch for. And in this case, it's no different. I am 100% giving you my actual opinion of the product, the off-screen testing that I've done with it, and even just the build quality, the usage, the unboxing experience. It's all really, really phenomenal. Fanttik puts out fantastic products. It's almost like their name was almost gonna be fantastic. But anyway, guys, like I said, this product review is finished. So if you have any questions about the product, shoot your questions in the comments section down below. I'll be glad to engage in a conversation with you. If you guys are interested in this product, please use those links in the description below. Save yourself 20%. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'm gonna have loads of content like this coming you're not gonna wanna miss. And as always, guys, I will catch you in the next upload.